Constitutional development. Laws implemented during the rule of East India Company. First one is Regulating Act of 1773. After the implementation of Diwani rights in 1765, the greedy company officials misused this provision and became rich in a corrupt way. Corruption spiraled out. Edmund Burke, a member of the British Parliament, criticized the corruption in the East India Company. To regulate the corruption in the East India Company, the British government introduced a Regulating Act to regulate the affair of the British officials. According to this, before the implementation of Act, there were three presidencies under British rule: Bengal, Madras, and Bombay. All these three were independent administrative units. Under Regulating Act, Bengal Presidency gained control over the other two. The Governor of Bengal became the Governor General of all the three presidencies. Governor General was authorized to direct, exercise control, and supervise over the other two presidencies. Bombay Madras presidencies could not declare war against anyone. Governor General of Bengal Presidency and the Board of Directors of the company. Only during acute emergencies they were entitled to act independently. According to this act, Supreme Court of Judicature was established in Calcutta. In this central court of Chief Justice and three ordinary judges were there. Like this, the name of the Regulating Act suggests that Act was aimed at regulating the company affairs. Next one is Pitt's India Act of 1784. There were many inconsistencies in the Regulating Act of 1773. In order to rectify them and also to clearly outline the powers of the East India Company, British government introduced Pitt's India Act. A new institution named Board of Controllers, consisting of 6 commissioners, was started. Board of Controllers replaced the Board of Directors. This board had power to direct the control and issues existence in the place of Board of Directors. Next one is Charter Acts from 1813 to 1858. This act, the aim of the Charter Act was to renew the license of the East India Company. Charter Acts 1793, 1813, 1833 and 1853 were implemented to achieve this aim. This act licensed the East India Company to stay for another 20 years in India. A new era of license and authorization started. The Board of Directors was vested with the powers to appoint the Governor General and the Commander in Chief. Churches were allowed to enter India officially to spread education. Next, the Charter Act of 1833. This act aimed at improving the situation in India. It also licensed the East India Company to remain in India for another 20 years. Governor General of Bengal was named as the Governor General of India. Governor General was vested with power to direct, control and supervising all trades in India. Central government of Bengal had the final right to decide on issues like war, peace and diplomatic relationship. Governor General was mandated to put his difference of opinion with executive committee members in writing whenever he differed with the majority opinion. The act barred any discrimination based on religion, birth and skin color. The Governor General was mandated to appoint a law professional as member to his executive committee. The all British companies were allowed to have trade relationship in India. The next is that British government acts. The Sipai Mutiny took place due to maladministration of East India Company and anti-Indian acts in 1857. As a result, the administration of India handed over to the British Queen from the East India Company. During this period, Indian Government Acts 1858, 61, 1892, 1909 and 1919 and 1935 were implemented. According to this act needs to be understood in the backdrop of civil and military unrest that took place in 1857. India came under the direct rule of British government. The Queen of England Victoria announced that all-round development of India. The license of East India Company was cancelled and India was brought under the direct administration of Queen. The post of Governor General was changed into Viceroy. Lord Canning became the first Viceroy of India. A new post called Secretary of State for India was created. A Council of India was created in order to assist the Secretary in the administration. The Council had 15 members. After that, 1861 Act. Indians were nominated to the Council of Viceroy as non-official. Viceroy was authorized to proclaim ordinance in case of emergencies. With the 1861 Act, Indians were allowed to participate in the process of creation laws. In order to understand the aspiration of Indians, representation was given to Indians. This is called policy of assertion. Next one, 1892 Act. This act, popularly known as Constitution of Indian Council Act 1861. This act of 1892 further extended the participation of Indians in the legislative bodies. The number of additional members in the regional and central legislative bodies was increased. The Legislative Council authority was increased further by allowing discussion on budget related issues. Provision was made to question the government on public issues by serving 6 days notice in advance. Next, Indian Council Act of 1909. This act is also called as Minto-Morley Reforms Act. During the formulation of implementation this act, India and Lord Morley was the Secretary of State. This act was used to divide and rule India. The total number of central legislature member was increased to 60 from 16. The number of regional council members was also increased. Representation of the regional council was allowed through election for the first time. In order to provide separate representation for Muslims, separate electorate college was created. Next one is